Okay, so let's proceed further and discuss about some different functions of this website. So this will be technical session part 2. Till now we have understood that how exactly the different application of your this thing functions of the website functions. Let us go to the basics, that once you log in and suppose you are the very new member, you have just registered. So you have created your registration and you are looking forward for activating your ID. So I have already said you the process. If you have to activate your ID, anything which is lesser than 5,000 rupees, then that amount need to be given to any of your senior, and through them you can get that much amount of money in your wallet. If you want to get the same thing done through the company, in that case, minimum deposit amount will be 5,000 rupees. If you're depositing 10,000, in that case, you'll be getting 2% extra as well. So 10,200 rupees will be the wallet amount. And that amount can be used for activating the other people's ID or mobile recharge or whatsoever, right? So let's say that someone has just registered and want to activate his ID, or let's say that even assume that his ID is being activated. I'll just take one example, that how to proceed further and what are the first things you are supposed to do once your ID gets updated and upgraded. See, the moment I have logged in a fresh ID, what does it say? It says that please update your bank details now for full functionality. Means that until and unless you'll not upgrade your, you'll not update all your bank details, you'll not be able to see the all functions. So it itself drags you to this page, which is your bank detail. So the best part is that use the cancel check part. Any bank account whatsoever you are using, use the cancel check and upload that, and use the same information whatsoever is given. So account holder name, please keep in your mind that name has to be exactly the same spelling wise as it's mentioned in your PAN card, in your bank account name, as well as over here. So in this case, it's Resina E. So that exactly the same name has to be here. Then account number, see what exactly is the account number. Generally, I've seen that people commit some mistake in typing the account number. Let's say that certain places there are 40. By mistake, they will either place 5 or either place 3 zeros. So such type of complaints, such type of mistakes should be avoided, because that will lead to rejection of the transaction. Then after bank name, all you'll find all these details on the cancel check, either cancel check or the front page of passbook, which holds all these details, right? Then branch name, then after IFSC code. In certain cases, sometimes the IFSC code is a bit confusing, especially the Bank of Baroda. In between somewhere there comes 0. So people misread it as O. So that's not O, that's 0 in between. So if instead of 0, if you place O, then your transaction will automatically get cancelled. Another thing is that there are so many banks which has been merged with some nationalized banks, and even their IFSC code has been changed. So before updating all these details, please make sure that whatever information you are putting in over here has to be up to date and totally correct. Then PAN number, write down your PAN number. Transaction password. Okay, fine. I'll just update you over here how to get transaction password. Once your registration is done, and then after, simply log out. After logging out, or rather you can say that before logging in, simply click on the forgot password option. I'll just show you freshly. Hold for a second. Like this. So login, register. Right now you're not logging in. What you're doing, that place over here. Before placing all these login details, what you are supposed to do, forget your password. Click over here. Write down the associate ID, means the ID what you have got recently after registration. Write down the registered mobile number, and then after click on get password. You'll receive a password, even login password as well as transaction password on your registered email ID as well as on your mobile number. So this is how you get the transaction password. On your email ID, on your registered mobile number, you'll be getting both these passwords. One is your login password, another is transaction password. Transaction password comes in a complex way like CZE025, something complex sort of thing. And yes, of course, you can change all those details. So place over your transaction password over here. Then after comes one-time password. How will you get one-time password? For that, place over here send OTP. Once you'll write send OTP, you'll again get some message, and this is specifically on your mobile number only. This will not come on your email ID. So please make sure that mobile number whatsoever you are giving, registering over here, has to be active and it should be available with you. So the OTP will come on that number, place that number, and then after finally do submit. So this is the way to update your bank details. Now let's come to this section, which is called profile. Once you'll go to profile, the first thing is welcome letter. Once you'll activate your ID, there'll be a welcome letter. You can download it. Then comes your ID card. You can do it. I'm not going to detail of all these things. This is important. That is view or edit profile. See, once you registered the things, they don't ask for all these details. So it has to be updated at this time. Before updating it, so whatsoever is by default your login password and transaction password, that can be changed or ideally must be changed. So the login ID and password, what you have received on your email ID, that can be changed. How? See, here is the login password. Now that password, what you have received right now, that is called current password, that need to be mentioned over here. Now whatsoever password you want to put, that has to be here. Try to make it complex. It should include higher digit number, lower digit, use caps lock, use some symbols, and has to be at least more than 8, right? Then after repeat the same password over here and finally click on change password. In that case, you can change your login password. So you'll get that change password message once again on your mobile phone and in your email ID. The same happens with transaction password as well. As you have already received the transaction password on your registered email ID and mobile number, use the existing one. So whatever has been set by company, use that transaction password over here. Now use a new password set by you and repeat the same password what you have selected over here. Please keep in mind that keep these two passwords separate. Means your login password and transaction password should be different. Don't keep the same. And also have a habit of changing it on frequent basis, maybe once in a week or once in a month, something like that. Keep on changing. Then after click on this thing, change transaction password, and your transaction password will also get changed. Fine. So this thing might be your question. When we will go for updating your account, they will ask for your transaction password and login password. So this is how I briefed that how you can change it. Now once again, I'm going to profile section, view and edit profile. We have, yes, go over here, view and edit profile. So these things we have done, login password and transaction password changes we have seen. Now exactly as per your Aadhaar card, fill up all these details. Your name will be cannot be changed. Date of birth, change it as per the calendar, as per your Aadhaar card. Then after, select from here male or female that you need to change. Then after, your marital status, single or married, that you can change. So accordingly, country you need to type in, like India will come over here. State, you need to select your state from the drop down box, select district, and write down the type down the address which is written on your Aadhaar card, exactly the same address. Pin code and mobile number is automatically taken. So this is how you can proceed further. And then after, one-time password, as I said you that write down nominee name. Yes, that is important. Whosoever you want to make nominee, then nominee name, then relationship, how exactly this person related to you, transaction password, what you have set in, and one-time password. How will you get that? Click over here, send OTP, and you'll get this one-time password. Fine. And then finally submit. Your things will get done. Your profile will be changed. Next comes view and edit bank details. For this, as you try to log in, that time also the website itself prompts you to come to this page. Come here, complete those things. I have already discussed about it. Then comes the final part of this. This is KYC and bank account details. This is very, very much important. This is the place where you need to upload those documents, those KYC documents which are required. So what are those KYC documents? It's your Aadhaar card, both sides, address side as well as front side. So it means two different separate photographs. Second one is your PAN card, and third one is your bank details. So bank details in terms of either cancelled check photo or the front page of your passbook, which holds your information about your name and account number and bank detail and all those things. Please also keep in your mind that the size of these photos should not be more than 100 KB. It's already written over here in red that upload only in JPG format and size should be less than 100 KB. Although I have seen that it accepts 300, 400 KB file as well. But what I believe that your file size should be, your photo size should be lesser so that there should not be any difficulty, because maybe your through camera, if you are clicking a photograph, generally the size comes to 3 MB or 4 MB. So those sizes of photo cannot be uploaded over here. So try to reduce the size, resize it, and then after upload it over here. Fine. The moment you'll upload it, first of all, browse. Once you click on browse, it will direct you to the folder. Go to that folder, select that photo, and then after these two things need to be done together, and then after click on submit. Once you click on submit, and if you accepts it, you'll get photographs of those PAN card front and back reflecting over here. Next comes your PAN card. Again, PAN card photo, browse and upload. Then click on submit. It will come here. And bank details, browse and select, then submit. It will come over here. So at the end of this process, you'll see that all those 4 photographs, front of the Aadhaar card, back of the Aadhaar card, your PAN card, and your bank details should reflect over here. If done, now you can say that yes, my registration process is complete, my ID is upgraded, and I am good to go. So this is how exactly the system works, and this is very, very much necessary once you start functioning with this system. Although this ID is not upgraded yet, this is just the registration which has been done. Once your ID gets upgraded, then after your daily income and all those details, generally on the very first day you get some extra income as compared to any other days, because that is the day when you are getting your depending upon your package, 12 to 20 uplines and 12 to 20 downlines, whatsoever package you are in. And in that case, you can see that this is how exactly amount, this is the total amount what you have earned for that particular day. And this is all about this technical part for plan presentation and how exactly money is getting calculated, how you can get it, how you can withdraw it. Withdrawal part I have already discussed, and I think that I have shared all the details whatsoever is required. Anyways, feel free to contact me anything related to your ID upgradation or anything like that. Yes, for technical part, every day there is a training which goes on YouTube as well as on Zoom session at 3 p.m. But that's in Hindi. So for English part, again, any one of you whosoever knows English need to take this part and start this session. And otherwise, you can also share this video with them. I'll also share the description of my another video, which is a plan presentation in English. So that video and this video can be given together to a new prospect. First of all, they'll see the plan presentation, and then after this registration process, and they can do it by themselves. Thank you so much. Signing out, and hope to see you soon. Hope to see you growing in this system, because I have personally experienced this is really a great system. People have really earned a lot and they are really earning very fast. I have not seen any other system which is really growing so fast. So utilize this opportunity. This is really very big opportunity. Don't miss it out. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.